Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to share with you guys my update on my pan. Shoot, I'm missing a pan. Okay, I thought I was ready, but I wasn't. So I'm going to talk about my Pan That palette update here. I am going to be decluttering some items and getting rid of them because if I haven't used them, clearly, we're in September, if I haven't used them up to this date, I don't really see the point of keeping them in this palette because they're just taking up space. So I'll start off with this powder right here, which is the Soft Focus powder from MAC. This is one of their shaping powders. You can order them online or at the pro store, in a pro store if you want to walk in. But anybody can buy them, by the way. Anyways, this is the Soft Focus. In my last update, I had a dip and now I hit pan and expanded pan. And I'm so excited because this has a ton of products. I want to say 6 grams of product, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to make a dent, and I have. And I don't over apply this product, by the way. I just grab a small amount like that and then dip in slightly into this, just like that, into that Nyx powder and tap off and just add a little bit to set my under eyes. I already have this product on. Well, we're just gonna do this on camera. All right, anyways, really awesome powder, would totally recommend it. They have multiple shades for different skin tones. The NYX powder here, is another one that I only grab a very small amount. This one I can't go too heavy on because then it looks, because it has little fine, not shimmers I want to say, but it's a glowy powder. It doesn't look very nice if you pack it on. So a little bit of this goes a long way. But I have been able to, I think in my last update I had little baby pan. And I actually discovered it on camera. There's another barking outside. Hey, hush. But you can see there that now I have expanded that. So excited about that. Extremely excited. And then I have my blush here from MAC. This is in Pinch Me, and I continue to use it. I have it on today. I have all these products today except for some of the shadows, and and I didn't use the Hoola bronzer. But I have a dip going on. This is something that I use the same brush for my bronzer, my highlight, and my blush, by the way. So I'll just grab a little bit of this. And I literally just apply it here to the back of my cheeks. Oh my god, I don't want to put too much on. So pretty for every day. This has been, I'm so happy I put this in this project because I've enjoyed it, and I enjoy it with majority of the looks. And sometimes I'll dip it, or I'll mix it in with this orange shadow from Inglot to bring it into that peachy side. My highlighter here from Physicians Formula, this is the Bronze Booster, Bronze Pearls, something like that. Did I have pan in my last update? I don't remember if I had pan, but I expanded the pan quite a bit. Now I did have pan. So I've expanded this so much, and all I do is grab it with the same brush and just add it here to the tops, chin area, and then in this area. This is so pretty. I love this so much. Highly recommend it. I have another one of this highlighter. How I ended up with 2, I'm not really sure, but once I'm done with it, I'm happy to have another one because this is beautiful. Highly recommended as well. And it's not powdery. Physicians Formula makes really good products, like quality products that just look amazing on the skin, to where I feel like the NYX one, I have to be extremely careful because it's so chalky and it can look, you can't go ham with this. You have to be very light-handed, to where this, I can keep applying it and it keeps looking amazing. I don't know, man. I really like this. My Hoola bronzer I have used, and my dip is a slightly bit bigger, but not really, not bigger, but deeper. Not really very much. You can't see a lot of the progress. This is something that I only use in this particular area, although today I didn't use it. This was one of the NYX bronzers that I used and I finished. This one right here For shadows, I have Frappe here. And Frappe, I have expanded my pan. So I hit pan on my shadow, and I think I already had pan when I started this project, and I repressed it. In the last update I shared with you guys that I repressed it, and I had I think a little bit of pan showing, so I've expanded it. I don't use it every day, by the way. Whenever I have a chance to do my shadow or even slap something in the crease, I will reach for it, but this is not an everyday use. So let's say 3 times a week, maybe 2 times a week of usage is how I've been able to work this down. My Inglot shadow, I am waiting for the moment to hit pan on this little shadow. This is so great quality. Oh my god, I love this so much. I have some of these Inglot shadows in my kit because they're amazing. Do you see the dip? And this is a little baby pan. You only need a small amount, and it's super pigmented. It blends out so nicely. This is beautiful. I love this. They normally come in this size, by the way. This. So this is the little sample size, and this right here is the full size that if you buy it, this is what you would be getting. You get a ton of product. Bitten, I have used a little bit, so I'm working on the little dip, but not too much. I haven't used it all that much. I think in the fall is when I'll use it a little bit more, but quite frankly, I have realized that I'm more of a, like, these 2 shadows kind of girl. Like, this is what I reach for most of the times when I do my eyeshadows. Everything else I can do without. Everything else is more of once in a while kind of wear or usage for me. And my Inglot shadow, I've used it a couple times. I don't even know if there's a difference in the expansion of the pan. Not really sure. I have used my little gold shadow here, which was from, I think it was a L'Oreal palette a really long time ago, and I depotted it. So I do have, I think, a little bit of a difference from my last update. There's a little bit of a dip going on, but not as much as I would like. This shadow here is one of those shadows that needs to be applied with a finger or wet, but look at how smooth that looks. It's so smooth, but if you apply it with a regular brush, you get flake heaven. Like, I have flakes of this shadow here, and they stick to my face, and I cannot take them off for the life of me. But this is so beautiful. So what I'll do sometimes is I'll just dip my finger in and just gently tap it onto my lid. Very little, because I don't like this kind of intensity for my eyes on an everyday basis. The shadows that I am going to remove from here are these 3. I'm just not reaching for them. These 2, for instance, I'm going to throw in the trash. This is way too powdery, and it's just a mess. The fallout is insane, more than the Lorac shadows. It's just crazy. I can't be dealing with that. I don't have time. This one I've repressed, and I can't get pigmentation from it. I have to dig and dig and dig. It just takes way too much effort, and I don't have time for that. So I'm gonna throw these 2 in the trash. This one I'm gonna remove, and it's really pretty, but I just haven't had, it's like that blue-brown pigment. But I just don't have time to use it. I don't have time to do elaborate eyes, basically. I just don't. Once in a while, yes, and then when I do have time to do something, then I'll do something like this. I'm a neutrals girl, clearly. So I'm gonna get rid of these 3. This one I'm just gonna put in another Z palette, and these 2 I am going to throw in the trash because the quality is terrible. I am adding in this bronzer here. I wish I would have taken a picture of it when I added it in, because I've been working on it for a couple of weeks now. So this one is from one of the Wet n Wild little duos. Oh shoot. No. Cállate. Why? It was, did you see how it was already broken? And the other chunk just fell off. Frickin' A. And it fell, okay, whatever. It fell on the floor. So this is where we're starting off with this one. Okay. Alright, so this is where we're starting off. This one right here was part of a duo from the Wet n Wild. It has the yellow powder and then the bronzer. The powder I finished, or I have a small amount, but I only use a little bit because that is super chalky. Like, it's just, it doesn't, I like powders that become like they blend into your skin so nicely, like they've been there forever, you know, like you were born with that kind of skin. And that yellow powder is not it. This NYX powder, the peachy one, that's not it. This is a little bit more manageable, although it is very, very powdery. I barely dip in, and do you see the dust there? It picks up a lot of product, but can you see how much powder comes off of this? A lot of powder comes off of this. Oh my god, this thing keeps crumbling. No! I do have this on my face right now. Let me put some of that in the back of my hand here. And I love the color of this. I love it. I would buy it just for this bronzer, because although it is very powdery, the color is beautiful. It blends out really nicely, and I really enjoy it. I think it's just really nice to have. So would highly recommend the duo just for this bronzer here. I think it was the one that's called caramel or lucid. Oh my god, it's like, Dios mío. Oh my god, don't keep breaking. Okay, so I'm gonna take a picture before it keeps crumbling off. But that's everything, guys. This is my palette here. Oh my god, there's so much powder on here that it's not even sticking anymore. All right, so that is where I'm leaving off, or not where I'm leaving off. This is, what am I trying to say? Point is, okay, this is the update for my palette. That's my point. I thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are doing just as great on your Panda palette. Maybe discovering what you love, what you don't love, finding out things about yourself. Like I am, I'm learning so much. And by the way, on my eyes today, I have Frappe from Makeup Geek in the crease as a transition. I have this Inglot shadow to deepen out the crease, this to highlight my brow bone, and I actually reached for my Naked palette, which I've been into these kind of shades lately, like these bronzy shades, like this one for instance. Oh, so pretty. So I have Smog in the inner part, and then Dark Horse in the center, and then I have my Inglot shadow more here on the outer to deepen out the crease. And I have Smog in this area here, and then Dark Horse, and then that brown Inglot shadow, just so you guys know what's on my face. And then my liner is my Estee Lauder Burgundy Suede that is in my year-long project, which is a project that I need to do an update for sometime soon. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.